Sing again, sing again. I want them again. So didn't I tell you that the beast is roaming? Yeah. Protect your children. Cause like a raging storm is coming. Lion twin, yo, we want them again. So didn't we tell you that the beast is roaming? Yeah. Protect your children. Cause like a raging storm is. Yo, 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 yo. Listen up.
Blessed. Welcome to another episode of the My Two Cents podcast. I'm your host, TU-LOX'S, the 876 Rebel. And as usual, today's episode will be brought to you by Rebel 13 Collections, where creativity lives. We also do everything printing except finger printing. We also offer the finest and best in embroidery services in the island. Check us out at 876-898-9888. And also to get direct access to the updated merchandise, you can simply follow us at Rebel 13 Collections on Instagram. Also brought to you by
Kaizen Oils. Some of their oils include Meadowgrass for itch, Rosy for beard and scalp hair growth, and Wildfire for natural lubrication. Each part of making Kaizen oil products are done by hand, from planting to bottling. Kaizen_oils. Check them out on Instagram.
Also, me have to make you know real quick and fast. So Jamaica have them own Dr. Sebi. And when we say that, we talk about bushcription, seeing one of the best healer, herbal doctor, however you want to put it. You name the sickness, and you can know exactly what to prescribe. Seeing is also a master at weight loss. Because you don't know the something set in our society, fat, nah, wear, seeing. So now check out bushcription. May I tell you them work and a chatting thing. I do it. Seen, and I've never felt better in all my life. Seen, so the people who want to purchase the product directly, www.bushcription.com, or you just link him DM on Instagram. Trust me, you're not gonna regret it. And today we are dealing with health overall, so we're going to men's health now. Seen, you have a thing we name Dr. Jack Lion Paw. Now let's hear me talk about this, right? I'm not just talking Dr. Jack Lion Paw. So when you're in a bedroom, take charge, because if you soft out, she'll go laugh out. Now alright, now to the show now. See, the legendary, and me can't refer to the man without put legendary upon him name. The legendary Shabba. See, him do an interview that is somewhat of a controversy in the dancehall circles. See, now the first thing I'm gonna do, I play pieces of the interview and big up to Onstage TV for the footage. Scene for the full video, you can just go check it out on Onstage TV. Scene. Now see the video.
It's the most diverse, and the music is right across the spectrum, from dancehall right back to the ska. How do you see it that way?
Yeah, it have to be that way. Because you see, I music from Jamaica. That's what I music from Jamaica is professed to be and to do. Our music gather the most people all over the world. Figure it out like this. In my mind state, and the elevation of my mind state, it's on the horse racing and soccer. I would have said, have the form of domination over people mind than I music.
All right, let's stop it there, so. For asking to do something for me. Stick a pin right there, so I remember, you know, the great Shabba ranking just say only football and horse racing have more influence over the people more than even the music. So remember me, I beg you, stick a pin right there, so don't forget it, you know. Continue.
So you see the reggae music and the dancehall music from Jamaica. If and when I say I mean the collective body of I as producers and artists know the valuation of what this music is supposed to be in the world, as how the world appreciate love our music. Then collectively, we have stand up and defend it and hold on it, because what? Our something and nobody else something. You have imitators and duplicators of our something. But remember, we are the blueprint.
We are the blueprint. Shabba totally right. And when Marks if you do again, stand up and defend it. Remember, you know, take out no pen if you don't have a pin and write down the point them. Stand up and defend it. And remember, we are the blueprint. That means reggae are the original. That means the Afrobeats, the this, the that, and everything where you hear does run the place now and take over the whole entire place. Reggae are the blueprint.
We are the architects and people, especially I and I, to know the valuation of what this music entails to the world. So you see the younger youth and we have come up. Do not remove your forefathers' boundary, your ancient barriers. Keep them as it is. Because you see what the forefathers has done for us to stand up. If we do not appreciate love and celebrate the work of our forefathers, then we don't have a future. That is our music of a betterment, our school them, and our doctors, and our teachers. So when a boy and a girl imitate with things them.
You Shabba just say, our doctors, our teachers, our school them. Remember, you know, if you're not a pin, get a pen. See? Continue.
So you see the younger youth and we have come up. I love them, you know. But I have to respect the elder. I love them, you know, because they are a product of my environment, you know. Just like I am a product of Joseph Wheel and Yellowman them environment, you know. I just want the younger youth them to know, say, listen to me. You see what I want to have? Don't treat it like it is silver or copper. It is gold and platinum. Regard it as what it is. When my forefathers did say before me. A full time for I and I unite. And you know, say, you can't speak on your own mind. If you don't speak on your own mind in this time, them shut you off and lock on you down. And everybody's supposed to have an opinion and a figure of speech themselves.
You hear that? In this time, we can't even. This is our important one. If you never have a pin, get a pen. In this time, you can't even talk as you want. You can't even express the things them where you're supposed to express. And remember, with all due respect to the legendary Shabba Ranks, where me grew up as a youth and look up to, there's a lot of contradiction in that video. Some want to stick around because I'm going to talk the truth.
Me hear some big man in our music now. Where every turn them beat against the little youth them. And them fight against the little youth them. And them want to tell the little youth them what they must say. And them want to tell the youth them what them to do. I want to make them know, you know. So when me did do music, I said, we're going to go and I can do and control my mind state, you know. And look what I becomes in the face of the world. Because of my music. So I'm saying that to say this. No. The distant that are youth melodies are the words that he say on records is going to reach. So you can't go and you want to kill the youth them talent. Give the youth them a chance to the music. The youth them not have to do the music like, oh, we do the music. I feed them music. Come out of the youth them arena and leave the youth them, make them do their music. You see me I deal with? Anything that is not going to the regards of nature, you don't stand a chance with God Almighty.
Anything not going with God, with nature, you don't stand a chance with God Almighty. So Shabba, you just do a whole thing, defending, believe it or not, the fury what them youth are doing. I don't know if you're there foreign too long, it's like you not listen to the fury them with them youth are chatting. On one hand you come defend the youths them and you don't know why. For example, Bounty Killer. The man where everybody assume, because you don't call him name. Everybody, including me, assumes say a Bounty Killer attack. Because I one man, different from my platform, so. And a couple of the man, my brother and some man. Brave enough. I mean, I have to use the word brave these days, because the wrong has become the right and the right has become the wrong, Shabba. So in case you know they are Jamaica very long, we'll teach you. The things where the youth them attack are the problem. You can't compare when Mama Christy them that's a boy who on back in my time to the fuck them youth chat. Jamaica never lost morally. Jamaica never lost culturally. Back in the day when you and your mother talk about fair music and this and that. So nobody come mix up that something like you think say 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and today are the same era we in. The youth them you talk to 30 years ago, you only have to talk to them as it relates to maybe slackness. A man might say you're too slack. A man might say, yo, you're off the beat. A man might tell you something where you don't want to hear at the same time because you don't know youthful exuberance. But don't mix up 30 years ago with them demon you know. 30 years ago, man did I sing about bumbuckler threesome and suckwood and all kind of fuckery and lesbianism. Which Jamaica you see one time I'll Batman from turn celebrity? Tell me. I say I'm better than my last right now. Say no matter of time you go up to DJ. See? Run out pan jam world them. Ling! More my money. Bring my money come right now. Else move this. Move this now. How much you know bet? We live for say Jamaica where all these type of people is openly accepted by Jamaica. Tell me the things them Shabba, where them youth are talk now. We go in accordance with nature. That's why the music reaches so Shabba. Nobody come now like say nobody, Bounty Killer included, a draw down the youth. You know how much youth Bounty boss? I could talk about that. I could talk about foundation. You know how much youth, a lot of youth to that. Enough people have this thing about, oh, killer boss youth, but it cost them. At least them get a chance to blood clot boss. When you get your boss, you take it or left it. If killer one boss you and cost you at least a ras boss. Killer give you some of the biggest giant them bout here. Cartel and Movada, two of the biggest. Two dancehall. And many more. Come out of Bounty Killer lineage because when Bounty Killer boss, him decides that him not selfish. Him a bring couple of the ghetto youth them uptown. And him a go give back a helping hand to the ghetto. So if we attack foundation, see a man with anger you enough to come to a delusional conclusion, say some old boy a fight against the youth them. I blind you so much. That's why I tell you sometimes we think we have to put on emotion and think logical. It blind you so much. You not even realize that the things them with them youth they attack is not drag a man a drag them down. A real thing. It ruin everything, Shabba. Let me tell you, because you know they are Jamaica. It ruin the culture. It ruin the music. And the same take where you say some boy I come take and I know Afrobeat. I couldn't go around the corner. And you know why? When music reach which part it reach now? Mentality like that. The parent will feast them for friend of picnic mentality. Like what Shabba have now. I can't believe it. Y'all I say, only horse race and soccer have that domination there over the people's mind than I&I music, which is reggae and dancehall. So if you agree, in any kind of way, so the music have a domination over the people's mind. The type of fuck them youth you sing, you want that for the youth them mind now and the future generation mind. We don't lose the culture already. You can imagine what Jamaica gonna be like in a 10, 15, 20 year time. Can you imagine? Remember, say Jamaican people are some set of people where anything we do, we overdo it, you know. You see, if we run, we are the fastest. Tired to say these things. See, if a girl a bitch, she are the bitches. Jamaica, you find the biggest dog shit them right now. No disrespect, because anything what Jamaican people do, them overdo it. When me see you the right, so you just attack a good game. You alright, you know. Dunce culture now affect your picnic them, you know. Me see you for an interview and you attack the good school them where your kids go. I could talk about influence again, Shabba. You also say on an interview, say based on the fact say your mother and father, a one man you see your mother will come right through. A one woman Shabba take up. I have all them youth them with because he grew up in a surrounding where that him exposed to. So that became his influence. That Shabba have all them youth them with one man. Shabba never outside youth because of the influence when he grew up under. So how can you be hypocritical enough, my general, to come act like say somebody a fight them youth when them tell them say dog, obi and them thing in our culture. Seeing the acceptance of it. It's always been there now. But certain things we never used to just willingly outright accept. All of a sudden everybody wants a threesome and it's okay. These things were not in our culture, bro. So some of the things some of the man them attack, brother. I don't like so them hate the youth. Them. Nobody not hate them youth and nobody not fight them youth, but them youth your mindset gone. And everybody a DJ for money now, so they don't care about the things we come out of their mouth as long as they get paid for it. Alright, so we're gonna go in a why the world did take on to dancehall music. So, Shabba, why the world did love dancehall and reggae so? Like, why? Oh, it's different. We had a culture. You could have seen a dancehall artist and know it's a dancehall artist that, wow, fascinating. So you gravitate towards it. And you explore. And you want to know more about this culture. You become fascinated with the culture. Because that's not your culture, Shabba. See? Now, the music became loved because it was different. Which part dancehall reached today based on a lot of things. We lose value because we no longer have our own culture. We no longer act like dancehall artists. We no longer act like reggae artists. Most of the reggae artists, them got a little pop vibe, little uptown, little, you know what I mean? Everything mix up now because the world open up. One world culture, Shabba. Mash up with music. Bad, 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 bad. The dancehall artists, them a rapper. Look which part them pants step on them when them a perform. Rapper them. See? A young thug them want be. Most of them youth here not understand themselves. So them not care themselves in a way where them dress for match what them a do. Them not care about nothing but the fucking money. So when you come back now and defend something as if to say these youths are right. The youths are talented. Very talented. But they're not right. You say stand up and defend it. Because of our something. And suppose me tell you say that killer though. When him a try him best to guide them youth here in the right direction. See? And nobody not perfect as I say. Killer and run go do one gun song with Joshy, man. And not something that will me that glad for see Killer though. Killer should have do a different, better song with Joshy them to show them the right direction. See? Because enough of them youth are basically I'm showing you know. And you can't blame them either. Because you have to understand say it's tough enough. If you there so you realize that oh, that good something in our work. And when you look, the man they say Obia and the man they say Ray and the man they say Ra. And it just look good like it a work. Because people don't know, say I don't work it a work, you know. It's the controversial effects of these things that make people think say it a work. It not really a work. And a work it a work. Just because we are talking about it doesn't mean it's working. So when a man sing Obia, everybody is saying, you know what about Obia song? These artists confuse that with thinking say at the man they at. A man they do a scamming song and you just confuse it again. Or at him. No, people attack. That our new category now, we join the music. Talking. One time music was just about, a hit was just a hit one time. Because nobody never depend on shock value. To gain any kind of relevance in a music. One time a talent alone could have gained that. No shock value. So the more the shock go out there, the more the youth them feel for them to do it. Because guess what, me want my name because I could have even 2 days. As long as they make a name, them alright. And as long as them get what they never used to, which is money, them alright. So sometimes you can't to blame them. But guess what? If them youth here did have the gatekeeper them to look up to same way, they were afraid like push to the certain thing. Like I'm tell you, when the rest of them drop the whip, the corruption just go through the gate fully. How you reach from don't move the barrier them to basically the youth them not do nothing wrong. Me I try to them and say, nah, add up. If the forefathers can't talk to the youth them, how will that boundary be kept? If you put a gag on the forefather them, and when the forefather them talk, them look like them bad mind. Explain that. How do you get them to love and appreciate the rules of the game and the works of the forefather? More explain that. If you can't talk to them. Talking nowadays to anybody at all, I could have a girl, that is perceived as aggression. You can't even tell a woman nowadays, say, boy, you know, I feel a way about that something you do. Straight gone to them feelings, because you know to talk to them. And I see him so the youth them stay. All you have to do is talk. You don't have to mean nothing, you know. You do the thing the wrong way and a man say, boy, you don't say I do it the wrong way. With a smile on him face. That will be perceived as extreme aggression. And so everybody stay now. Nobody now accept constructive criticism. That constructive criticism is a myth to the world. Because guess what? Regular people have too much ego. A thing what we call baseless ego. The brokest man and girl have the biggest fucking ego nowadays. And we will never, we're not even going to try understand it. Baseless ego. We can understand Sizzler ego. We can understand Bojo ego. My ego. Killer ego. People who achieve things around here. And make a name for themselves. We can understand for them ego. But when you deal with that regular fucking people now, boy and girl, this big old fucking ego, you can't say nothing to them. If these youths, that's what you say, is a product of your environment, Shabba, are you telling me, say, it's immoral like them youth, yeah? No, them youth is a product of them own environment. Because them never listen to what you nor none of them and them before you, and them nah listen, bro. Matter of fact, them this, you know, plain and straight and not care. How can somebody be a product of your environment that does not stand for the things they stand for? How? I have also make mention of the fact say, I like the things that when you say don't hustle out yourself and all these things that I have been saying right here. But you know what you do? Immediately after that, brother, you ponder. It's like the little idiot boy girl run them events. You know, say the girl I want big idiot girl, you know. But guess what? You want her to like you. You want her to rate you. So guess what you do? The fuck them or she align fear, mentality and her thoughts with, you allow her to bring it to you. So guess what that do? And you know, go so no boom, and you attack a bag of thing in accordance and agreement with her in order for she like you and rate you. Them you tell her like and rate nobody. So it don't make sense you ponder to them, brother. You have to just tell them the truth and don't give a fuck. Simple much, bro. Don't be the parent where try be the friend with them picnic, bro. That is where Jamaica began to get fucked. Too much friendly bumbuckler parents. None of them youth are under no parental guidance again. None. So imagine if you don't have no parental guidance and you don't have no musical guidance. One time the youth them not no parental guidance and music them turn to, you know. And that generation they are dealing with, Shabba. You stay foreign too long. I don't know what junior gang them give for drink down there, brother. But you should have give them back. You lick your chip. Because in that interview, I want the biggest contradiction. On one hand, you tell you them the right thing. On the next hand, you tell them so they can do whatever they want to do for fuck up dancehall and reggae music, brother. I don't know if you're privy to the things them with the music are talking about, but you can't call them music artist, dog. The music has become a safe haven. For some man who have nothing to do with music, brother, they must use music as a cover up. And people them a kill, murder for hire, all kind of fuck. Some of them never say them are artists involved in a brother. So you tell me, you know, Shabba, say that was a product of your environment. Shatta one time it have rules and laws. Sizzler video last week. Show you that babies are innocent. So Shatta culture coming from a time when babies were innocent. To now, you still respect them, Shatta? Because you come like you're afraid to tell them and say them a pussy one. Me no rate no Shatta when I have rules and laws. None. People done are dead already, you know. So if you go raid one yard and you have to do what you have to do because you get peer or whatever it is. And you go in another yard without rules and laws. Without no babies, no ladies. You don't know what Scarface? Eh? When they have rules and laws, at least some people still alive. Them youth, yeah, when them go, everything dead. Not even your puss. Them money cut your lawn when them are left. So them money, them artists, yeah, you talk to your short. Are these artists now a product of your environment? May I ask you, think again, Shabba. I leave in the youth and make them do their music, bring dancehall to this, to its knees, brother. You can talk because in the glory days they get 2 Grammy. And you made millions of dollars. Shabba, a whole heap of ghetto youth could have did. Leave the ghetto because them follow in your footstep. The Cabras did. The Bounties, the whole heap of youth, you lead out of the ghetto to, you know. Because enough man say Shabba na boss nobody. But your influence, if you give your influence, it is more than enough. It come like a open school. And if everybody follow your footstep where you go, and do the right thing them like what you do and get out of poverty, you still help some youth for bus. Even your influence can be, to me, held as a great contribution to dancehall, because Shabba has contributed a lot as it relates to bringing value to dancehall, make dancehall value. Money, we can't take that from Shabba. But Shabba shouldn't be the one to come back here so I chat all of them things as if to say the things where the youth them attack now are the same thing them attack them time. You say I love the gun, but you never buy a gun yet. Shabba, do you think a really gun are the main problem in a to the music? Gun has been there from day one. We are trying to tell you them that the music is much more than guns and killing and scamming. I want you to explain to me how wrong me can be if I tell you this. How wrong me can be if I tell some you this. But guess what? When the youth them rat off, if nobody never talk to them, guess what they complain about? Oh, no nobody talk to the youth them. So you do your dead, you don't your blood clot dead. I'll give you an analogy again, Shabba. I'll show you how it's important for talk. When the body boy them shut you up and shut up everybody else, cancel your show. All these things. Cancel every artist show and then every artist stop talking about them. What happen? You know, say almost every Jamaican accept body boy now. Jamaica was the only little place in the world where certain things can go on because we had morals, Shabba. And because nobody was able to talk musically, what happened? The corruption now grow and kill off the mentality of them youth. Eh? Now Sodomite has seen the music now. You know, say Batman turn celebrity. Why? Because nobody never did hear a voice of dissent. So if Killer and we and a couple more man don't decide so them are going to become a voice of dissent for the wrong direction where them youth here carry the music, what will happen to it? Same thing are going to happen. Like how you see the blood clot corruption become main stage now. Because no one is talking and nobody can talk. When you talk nowadays, you're backward. I'm sure hypocritical things get. Last week, everybody used corruption with Foota talk about. In the Sizzler argument. And run with it. Same people may run with it. No member say the same corruption bust them whole heap of alphabet people here. In our music. In our comedy, in everything. Pure alphabet people here say. And they're accepted. So how when Foota say a corruption, uno agrees that Sizzler should have bun DJ Khalid. While agreeing say Jamaican dancehall can have alphabet people. Jamaican comedy can have alphabet people. Jamaican reggae can have alphabet people. But when it comes to DJ Khalid, all of a sudden working with alphabet people, so wrong. So Shabba, look on it. Jamaica has become a place where accept wrong things nowadays more than even the right. More I tell more cause that. The inability to talk. So there's no voice of dissent for when they look at them and grow and them try to figure out who them is. And them grow in our society we tell them say it's okay to be that person there. Them go on to it. So we live in a society now with beer fuck. It's okay to be a devil. And the world that we are living in now. Now you said them bow. Man I sing bow cat song now. Front I eat like food over glorious. Girl and girl them bow. And that a commonplace in a dancehall. No. So are these youths a product of your environment? Careful in the Shabba. Careful how you want to come own up them youth at a different level of wickedness than the one. You hear me tell you? I never claim one of them youth as mine. I left the girl I breed in my bed and never left my house the whole time. I know my picnic them here. There could have been no fucking picnic where come off my lineage where think like even close to one of them youth here. I may own that. I may not want to make no mistake. Shabba have some valid points in that interview when do with Winfred. So I want to go over Winfred. But check it out on stage for the full interview. I don't know see where Shabba deal it fully. But Shabba contradict himself and made it feel like me have to show Shabba which part he might go wrong. Right there. So see? Because we're good for the goose, good for the gander. See? If you are born the youth them, when the elder them wrong, you have to tell them to same way. So you think that me I try to tell you say Bounty Killer perfect? Who the fuck perfect on earth? I want to show me that man. But if me have to bet my money upon a man who gave a lot to dancehall, good and blood clot bad, me I bet my money upon killer. Me I bet my... Everybody just always focus on when you do the bad. Compare the amount of clot good you're bound to kill at the run here. But most people are always remember when you're cross, angry, and fucking miserable.